Hello, everybody. Welcome to an edition of 1979 Strat O Matic Replay. This is the American League, and we welcome you to the Metropolitan Stadium here in Minnesota as today the California Angels take on the Minnesota Twins right here on the Sports Time Machine's American League Replay Game of the Day. And again, we welcome you live to the 1979 American League Strat O Matic Replay. Chris, Strat O Matic Delaware. You can subscribe to his channel, and you will find the National League Strat O Matic Replay, and that's going on very strong. He posts his results, he posts videos, and he also posts the box scores of the games. This is the American League side of things. Let's go over the statistics so far. In the AL side, so far the Milwaukee Brewers are in first place in the AL at 8-2. Boston is 6-3, 1.5 back. Dennis Eckersley outdued Bill Travers. We'll talk more about that. Baltimore is 2.5 back. Detroit is 4 back. Cleveland is 5 back. Toronto is 5.5 back. The New York Yankees are 2-9. They are 6.5 back. They have lost 9 out of the last 10. They've lost 3 in a row. The Kansas City Royals are in first place in the NL West. They're 7-3. White Sox are half game back. Mariners are 1 back. Rangers are 1.5 back. Angels 1.5 back. And the Twins are 2 back. And the A's are last only 3.5 back. In this game, we'll be watching between the Angels and the Twins. Let's give you some totals that you can look at. Minnesota is first in the AL in hitting 302. The Angels are fourth at 285. The AL hits at 269 respectively. The Minnesota Twins are 8th in the league in ERA. They are at 3.99, while the Minnesota Twins are 8th, while the California Angels are 6th. They're 3.32. Today is battle of two of the best pitchers in baseball, Dave Goltz for the Minnesota Twins and Nolan Ryan for the California Angels. This will be a game basically on computer versus computer. I'm here to call the action, and we'll take you now down to the game for the action. The Twins defensively, Dave Edwards in left, Landreau in center, Huskin, Powell in right, John Castino at third, Roy Smalley at short, Rob Wilfong at second, and Ron Jackson at first. Behind the plate is Butch Waniger. On the mound is Dave Goltz. Goltz is 2-0, 1.17 ERA, 16 hits in 15 innings, 4 walks and 8 strikeouts. Only 1 home run given up. He is a righty pitcher, does not favor either righties or lefties. Here's your tough Angel lineup. Rod Carew will lead off, followed by Carney Lansford. He'll be followed by Bobby Grich, Don Baylor, Bobby Clark is your DH. Baylor's in right and Clark DH. That's a mistake. Baylor should probably be DH on this team. Ford in center, Milner in left, Donahue behind the plate, and Campaneris at short. I'm doing the lineups. I'm doing the rotations. These are not as played lineups. These are not as played with the rosters. Transactions, the injuries do not happen, which means we do want injuries to happen. They'll help with usage. They are encouraged. So let's play ball from the Met as it's Angels Twins on this Friday night on the Sports Time Machine. Let's get this started. Welcome aboard, people. Thank you for coming in if you have come in. We'll have an update on the results probably coming up very much in the near future, as these are the Friday night games for this month. So Carew leads off. Goltz is ready. Let's get this started. Goltz looks into Waniger, gets the sign. Here's the first pitch to Carew. 3-2 grind ball to first base right at Ron Jackson for the first out. Here's Lansford. He's hitting 328. No homers, 7 RBIs. Waniger sets the target. Goltz with the windup. Here's the pitch to Lansford. 6-4 bot as back on the plate. Good catch from Waniger, and that's 2 outs. Oh no, actually Lansford gets another opportunity. Let's see if he does. And he gets up and throws it out at first. Waniger 2-3. So now here's Bobby Grich hitting 341, 3 homers, 9 RBIs. Waniger sets the target. Goltz with the windup. Here's the pitch. That'll be a 6-8 single to left field for Bobby Grich. So now here's Don Baylor, 295, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. Waniger sets in the target. Goltz from the stretch looks in. Grich takes the lead off. Here's the pitch to Baylor. 1-8 ground ball to short. Flips it to second. Gets the force, and that's the first inning. Angels go out in the first. We go to bottom of the first here at the Met. It is no score. For the Angels, Ken Landreau will lead off, followed by Butch Waniger. Ron Jackson gets to start at first, batting third. Roy Smalley is your cleanup position. Rob Wilfong batting fifth. Glenn Adams your DH. Dave Edwards in left. Huskin Powell in right. And John Castino at third. For the Angels, it's Miller, Ford, and Baylor. And then it's Lansford, Campanera, Grich, and Carew. Donahue is in for the injured Downing. And on the mound is Nolan Ryan, 2-0, 1.0 ERA. Only giving up 8 hits in 18 innings, 9 walks, and 16 strikeouts. Here is Landreau hitting 325, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. Donahue puts down the target, sets. Nolan Ryan looks in, and the big grunt. Here's the pitch from Ryan, and that's a fly ball right field. Baylor is there, makes the catch for the first out. Here is Butch Waniger hitting 378, no homers, 5 RBIs, having a great start behind the plate for the Twins. Donahue puts down the target. Nolan Ryan looks in, gets the sign. Here's the big grunt. The Waniger switch hitting catcher walked him, and the Twins got a man on board. Here's Ron Papa Jack Jackson. Jackson is hitting 333, no homers, 4 RBIs, but that includes 2 triples. So Jackson hits. Donahue sets behind the plate. Ryan looks in. He favors a little bit to the right-handed batters. Gets the sign. He works off the stretch. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 1-4 ground ball to short. Campanera's got it. Gives it to Grich, but that's all you're going to get. So 2 outs here with Ron Jackson taking over first. Here is Roy Smalley. Again, these Twins are playing over their heads when it comes to hitting. Easier schedule part of the year. That should start coming down, but they're hitting well above average. They're hitting Smalley's hitting 341, 3 homers, 14 runs batted in. He's a switch hitter. Gene Mock's nephew. He'll hit lefty against Ryan. Donahue behind the plate. Ryan from the stretch. Jackson takes a healthy lead off first, and here's the pitch. Smalley, 5-8, and struck him out. 1 inning of play here at the Met. No score. We go to the second. Top of the set coming up. Still no score in this American League replay game, as it will be Bobby Clark followed by Ford and Miller. Clark is hitting 250, no homers, no RBIs, gets the start today at DH. Waniger sets in, gets the target. Dave Goltz looks in. Here's the wind up to Clark. That's a 2-6 fly ball left field. Edwards is there, makes the catch. And here's Disco Dan Ford hitting 341, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. Waniger puts in the target. Goltz looks in from the windup. Here's the pitch to Ford, and that is a ground ball back to Goltz. He's a 3-12. He fields it and throws. No, it's in the dirt. Jackson couldn't get it. Goltz made a bad throw, and Ford is on first with 1 out. So a big error for Dave Goltz, and Ford reaches. So here is Rick Miller hitting 308, no homers, and 3 runs batted in, left-handed hitter. Waniger sets in the target. Dave Goltz from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Miller, and that's a line drive. Oh, what a play from Wilfong. He reached down and just got it. Ford back to first, and there's 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Terry Donahue. We talked about him. He's 5 for 10, though, a double, 2 ribbies. He gets the start right now with Downing on the DL. Waniger sets in, 2 outs with Ford at first. Goltz from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Donahue. That's a 5-7. Struck him out, and Goltz gets out of the inning. No runs, no hits, and there are one left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's no score here at the Met. So now here is Rob Wilfong, Glenn Adams, and Edwards. Lefty, lefty, righty against Ryan. Ryan comes in, 2-0 record, 17 strikeouts through 19 innings. Donahue sets in, puts in the target. Ryan looks in. Here's the windup and the big run to Wilfong. That's a line drive base hit for Wilfong, first base of the ballgame for the Twins. And now here's Glenn Adams hitting 273, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. So Ryan has to keep Wilfong close. Lansford, Carew in at the corners. Donahue sets. Ryan from the stretch looks back at Wilfong. Here's the pitch. That's a 5-3 fly ball left field. Miller's a 2-6. Should get to this. He comes in, makes the catch. Wilfong heads back for out number 1. Here's Dave Edwards. Boy, he's having a good start. 38 at-bats, 2 doubles, 3 homers, 6 RBIs, hitting .421. Donahue sets in, puts in the target. Ryan from the stretch. Wilfong getting a little bit of a healthy lead off first. Here's the pitch to Edwards. 3-9 struck him out. Big strikeout for Nolan Ryan. That's 2 today. And now here's Huskin Powell. Powell so far is hitting .233, 30 at-bats, 2 doubles, no homers or RBIs. Donahue sets in the target. Ryan from the stretch. Wilfong gets the lead off first. Here's the pitch. And that will be a line drive in the gap for a double. Wilfong will go to third. He'll try to score. And he does. The Twins lead 1-0 as Huskin Powell gets in the second with a double. Twins lead 1-0. RBI for Powell. So a double in the gap. Wilfong scores without even a throw. And here is John Castino hitting 200. 35 at-bats, 2 doubles, and 3 ribbies. So 1-0 Minnesota, 2 outs here in the second. Donahue sets in a target. Ryan from the stretch. Powell to take the lead off. Here's the pitch to Castino. 6-9 and walked him. 2 on and 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup for Ken Landreau. Flied out his first time up. 2 on, 2 outs. Donahue sets in. Ryan from the stretch looks back at Powell. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-11 ground ball back to Ryan. 3-26 could be a problem. Throws cannot make the play. Ryan hit it, and that will be an error on Ryan. Both pitchers with errors in this ball game. So the Twins have the bases loaded in 2 outs for the catcher, Butch Waniger. So now Donahue goes out and talks to Ryan. Ryan now has to compose himself. Donahue goes back behind the plate, sets in the target. Ryan from the stretch, bases loaded, 2 outs. Ryan looks in. Here's the pitch to Waniger. 2-5 ground ball to first. He'll take it to the bag himself. And Ryan works out of trouble in the second. The Twins score a run. We go to the third. 1-0 Twins here at the Met. Good ball game so far. Top of the third. AL replay game of the day. Thought this was the best game to show you. Wasn't really showing many games on this, but showed that Ryan and Goltz would be a premier matchup. So I figured we'd get it on the channel and show the 79 replay while we're playing. So here's Bert Campanera sitting 105, 38 bats, 2 RBIs. Angels kind of wondering if he's going to be the guy they want at shortstop all year long. Campy has not hit. Waniger behind the plate. Goltz looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Campaneris. And that is a shot in the gap. Campaneris will go for 1. He goes for 2. He still got wheels. He's going to go for 3 and slides in safely. So a leadoff triple for Bert Campaneris. A big hit for him. And the Angels got the leadoff runner at third with nobody out. And here's Rod Carew. Carew 0 for 1, only hitting .217. So he's definitely below average. 2 RBIs. The Twins will play the infield back looking for the tie. Waniger sets in the target. Goltz from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Carew. 6-12 back to the mound. Oh, Goltz got it. He's gonna be in trouble. Throws out Jackson and he goes to the plate. How about that? Campaneris was caught in a rundown. They go home and Waniger applies the tag. They went on contact. And Goltz thought he got dinged. Oh, he tried to rush it off. and he saw Campaneris coming home, went to Waniger, ran him back to Castino, and Bert Campaneris just made a huge blunder early in this game. So now here's Lansford, 319, no homers, 7 RBIs. Carew on at first, definitely a threat to steal. Waniger sets in the target. Goltz from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 1-2. Pop the first. Jackson's got it. Makes the catch for the second out. Unbelievably, Bert Campaneris ran himself out of the inning. Here is Bobby Grich, 1 for 1, 45 at-bats, now hitting .356. Waniger puts in the target. Goltz from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 6-10 ground ball to third. Castino, 2E20, and he can't make that play. He batted it down, and they all hands on, be safe. Infield hit. Castino went to his left. He couldn't make the play, and the official scored. We'll put a hit up on the scoreboard. So Grich on again, 2 on, 2 outs here in the third. Twins up by a run. It brings up Don Baylor, who's been one of the more productive Angels. Again, this is his MVP season, 36 home runs, 139 RBIs. Waniger sets the target. Goltz from the stretch. 2 on, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Baylor. 3-10 fly ball center field. Easy catch. Center fielder Landreau makes the catch, and the Angels cannot score. They strand 2. Let's go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Twins. So 1-0 Twins, last of the third. AL 1979 replay. Again, Chris Strat O Matic Delaware is your replay one playing the NL side of things. He shows videos and shows box scores on his channel, and he will update his statistics when he is ready. So please go ahead and visit him, subscribe to him, watch as the National League unfolds, and see if we are family can get back to the promised land. So now here in the bottom of the third inning, it will be Ron Papa Jack Jackson, Ron Smalley, and Rich Rob Wilfong. The bat for the Twins here in the third. Nolan Ryan back on the bump. Donahue sets in the target. Ryan gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 3-6 ground ball to third. Lansford got it. Easy flip the first 4 out number 1. Here's Smalley. Smalley 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Smalley's power is better from the right-hand side. Donahue sets in the target. Ryan from the windup. Here's the pitch. That's all 6. Fly ball center field. This could be trouble. And it drops in front of Dan Ford for a base hit. And Nolan Ryan again showing some shoulder stiffness. But again, looks like he'll be okay. Trader's got to come out. And it looks like he'll be okay. Here's Rob Wilfong, 1 for 1. Scored the only run for the Twins so far. So runner on first, 1 out. Base hit number 3 for the Twins. Donahue sets in the target. Ryan from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a 1-6 base hit for Wilfong. He continues to hit. Smalley goes first to third. Twins have first and third and 1 man out. And here come the Twins. Here's Glenn Adams, 0 for 1. Flied out his first time up. Lansford Carew playing in at the corners. Campaneris Rich looking for 2 up the middle. Donahue sets in the target. Ryan from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Glenn Adams. And Wilfong got second stolen. So now the Angels bring the infield in. That's Lansford, Campaneris, Rich, and Carew playing in on the grass. Glenn Adams up 0 from 1 in the ballgame. They're going to try to knock anything down, come home. Smalley, a 13 runner, will have an option. Donahue sets in the target. Ryan from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Glenn Adams. 4-4 ground ball to second. Let's see. Tough play for Grich. He's got it, but the infield's in. He can't get it. It went too hard by his glove. 2-run score. And the Minnesota Twins take a 3-0 lead. Holy cow. And the Twins get a base hit because Grich was in. It went too far, hit his glove and into the outfield. 2-run score, and the Twins got the lead. So now back to Dave Edwards. 2-0. It's 3-0 Twins. 1 out in the third. Donahue sets in the target. Ryan from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Edwards. 5-4. Got him on strikes and a 5-5. 2 outs here in the third. Here's Huskin Powell 1-for-1 with a double. Donahue sets in the target. Ryan from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 outs. And it's going to be a 5-9. Struck him out. Nolan Ryan gets out of the third inning. So the Twins get 2. We go to the fourth. 3-0 Twins. Top of the fourth. American League 1979 replay action. Good ball game so far. Dave Goltz seems to be having everything under his control. Clark, Ford, and Miller to bat for the Angels. Waniger sets in the target. Goltz with the windup. Here's the pitch to Clark. 2-7, struck him out for the first out in the fourth. Here's Dave. There is Disco Dan Ford. Ford 0-for-1, reached on an error his first time up. Waniger sets in the target. Dave Goltz looks in. Here's the windup and the pitch. 1-6, struck him out. Big strikeout for Goltz. Second out in the fourth. Here's the center fielder, Rick Miller. He's 0-for-1. Waniger sets in, puts down the target. Goltz with the long windup. Here's the pitch to Miller. 4-4, ground ball to third. That's Castino. 2-E20, picks it up. Oh, it's in the dirt. E5. Second error of the ball game for the Twins. Allows Miller to reach. And now here's Tom Donahue. He's 0-for-1 in the ball game. Struck out his last time up. So now Goltz has to work around this error. Waniger sets in the target, puts the sign down. Goltz from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Donahue. 6-7, struck him out. Big strikeout for Mr. Goltz. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 3-0 Minnesota. So here's John Castino. Walked his first time up. Donahue sets in the target. Ryan with the windup. Here's the pitch to Castino. 3-3, ground ball to third. Lansford got it. Flips it the first for out number 1. So here's Kenny Landreau. He's 0-for-2. Landreau in the ball game so far has flight out, reach on an error. Donahue set in the target. Ryan looks in and riles back. Here's the pitch. And that's a 2-9 single in center field for Landreau. Base hit number 6 for Minnesota. Here is Butch Waniger. So again, Donahue sets in for him. Ryan looks in from the stretch now. Takes a deep breath and wind up. Here's the pitch to Waniger. 6-9 and walked him. So Ryan having some control issues here in the fourth. 2 on, 1 out. Here's Ron Papa Jack Jackson. Force out, ground out, 0-for-2. Donahue goes out again, talks to Ryan, puts down the target. Ryan from the stretch gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Ron Jackson. 3-8 single to center field. Everyone moves up 90 feet, and they've locked and loaded the merry-go-round. Landreau at third, Waniger at second, Jackson at first. Let's see if Roy Smalley's got a quarter. Bases loaded, 1 out, 3-0 Twins. Smalley 1-for-2, singled and scored back in the third. Donahue sets the target. Ryan looking from the stretch, struggling here in the fourth. Here's the pitch to Smalley. 2-8 base hit Smalley. That will knock in 2. 2 runs will score. Jackson will take third. Twins lead 5-0. Oh, not the day for Nolan Ryan today. He's kind of getting hit hard in this replay. The Twins have their bullpen up in a hurry. Here's Rod Wilfong, 2-for-2 with 2 runs scored. Donahue sets in. Ryan from the stretch. Things gotten ugly fast. Ryan from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 4-4 ground ball to second. That is Rich. He's at 2, looking for 2, and does. Double play. But the Twins get 2 more in the fourth. We played 4 here at the Met. It's 5-0 Twins. Steeler fan 1933. Hello, Matt. How are you? I'm sure we're waiting for Boston and Oakland on RJL channel, but we're going to see if we can get a game in here. The 1979 AL replay. 5-0 Twins as we play with. Now probably some other baseball action coming to you tonight after he's done. Gonna watch some of the Yankee game, and there's some wrestling that I do want to watch also. So Waniger sets in the target. Dave Goltz looks in. Here's the pitch to Campaneris. Tripled his last time up. Single for Campaneris. So Campy with his second hit. Angels trying to fight back in this. Dave Goltz has been more than impressive. Waniger puts down the target, sets in. Goltz from the stretch. Runner on first and nobody out. Goltz from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Carew. Carew, fly ball center. Landro's there. Comes in, makes the catch. And one out in the fifth. Here's Lansford. He's 0 for 2 so far. Ground out and popped out. Been up 48 times with 7 ribbies, hitting .313. Wagner sets in, puts down the target, puts down the numbers. Goltz nods from the stretch. Campaneris gets a healthy lead, but it's 5-0 Minnesota. Doubt you're running. Here's the pitch to Lansford. 2-11, ground ball to short. Smalley's got it, gives it to Wilfong. Good hard slide by Campaneris, and that's 2 outs. So Lansford on at first with 2 outs, and here's Robert Gritch. He's 2 for 2. Average now up to .370 after 46 at-bats. Wagner puts down the target, sets in. Goltz from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Gritch, and that's a ground line out the third. Lansford with the play, and the Angels go down the fifth. Let's go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 5-0 Minnesota. So last of the fifth, and thank you, Matt, for coming in. I always appreciate people coming in and watching the games. So now here is Adams, Edwards, and Powell. And Donahue sets in now. Ryan looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Adams. 5-2 fly ball right field. Baylor is there. That's a mistake. He's a 4E9. He gets to it and fields it. So he doesn't have an arm, but E9 doesn't get him much in trouble. So that's 1 away. So here's Edwards. So that time the range didn't kill him. So 1 out for Edwards. Donahue sets in, puts down the sign. Nolan Ryan looks in, rocks back. Here's the pitch to Edwards. 3-4 ground ball to short. Campaneris got it. Good throw to Carew. 2 outs here in the fifth. Here's Huskin Powell, 1 for 2 with a double. That double came in the second, knocked in a run. Twins lead by 5-0. Donahue sets in the target. Ryan for the windup. Here's the pitch to Powell. 6-8 and a walk. So here's John Castino, 0 for 1 with a walk so far. Donahue sets in, puts down the sign. Ryan from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 4-3 fly ball left field. Miller's a 2E6. Does he get to it? Yes, he does. And the Twins are done in the fifth. It's 5-0 Minnesota. We head to the sixth. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go ahead and give some people surprises. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the 1979 replay Triple Crown. So in case you're interested, who are the league leaders, we'll give a kind of sneak peek at that. So in the league leaders department, Lou Whitaker leading the league in hitting at .464, followed by Leon Roberts at .458, Edwards from Minnesota is at .421, Bunbury at .417, and Hargrove at .415. Again, only about 10 games in. Leading the league in home runs, Ken Singleton. He just had 2 against the Yankees, and the Yankees have been playing dreadful. He has 5 home runs on the replay. He had 2 off Guidry, and the Orioles skipped by the Yankees 2-1. So depressing watching that. Singleton, 5 home runs. Lascano with 4. Eddie Murray with 4. In the RBI department, our own Roy Smalley leads the National League with 14 RBIs, followed by Singleton with 12. Dave Revering with 12, and Dave Meyer has 11. Those are your league leaders as we present Sports Time Machines 1979 AL replay. Remember, Chris Strat O Matic Delaware provides you the National League replay, and he plays that, cards and dice. That's on his channel, and most of those are usually just videos, and then he also posts box scores. Every so often, you'll get a replay game on his channel. All right, let's go to this. Last of the fifth, that was your plug, and we're having a replay show down the line that shows everything. Top of the sixth, 5-0 Twins. Baylor 0 for 2. Wagner sets in the target. Goltz with the windup. Here's the pitch to Baylor. 6-9. Fly ball, shallow center. Landro there makes the catch. Here's Bobby Clark hitting 167. Nothing across. No homers, no RBIs. Wagner sets in the target. Goltz with the windup. Here's the pitch to Clark. 5-7. Struck him out looking inside corner. Here's Disco Dan Ford. 0 for 2. Got on an error and struck out. Weininger sets in, puts down the target. Goltz looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Ford. And that's a 1-7 base hit for Ford. So if Disco lives for another day, Ford on at first with 2 outs. And here's Rick Miller. He's 0 for 2. Miller with 3 RBIs. Miller batting lefty. Weininger sets in the target. Goltz from the stretch. Ford takes the lead off. Angels down by 5 with 2 outs. Goltz winds, and here's the pitch to Miller. 6-7 struck him out, and that's all for the Angels in the 6th. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th here at the Met. 5-0 Twins. Twins 5 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors, while the Angels no runs, 5 hits and 1 errors here at 6th. So now here we go, bottom of the 6th. It is now going to be Kenny Landreau, followed by Weininger and Jackson. The bat for the Twins. Donahue sets in the target, puts down the sign. Ryan roars back, and here's the pitch to Landreau. Landreau with a base hit. Another hit for Landreau. He's on board. Base hit number 9 for Minnesota, and here's Weininger. Weininger so far 0 for 1 with a run scored. He has 2 walks. Donahue sets in, puts the sign down. Ryan from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Weininger. 5-6 struck him out, looking inside corner, 1 away. Here's Ron Papa Jack Jackson, single back in the 4th. And that was that was not the inning Minnesota scored. They scored 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and 2 in the 4th so far. Donahue sets in the target. Actually, Minnesota did score 2 in that inning. Ryan from the stretch, 1 out. Landreau takes a good lead off first. Here's the pitch to Jackson. That's a 6-10, and that's a walk. So another walk by Ryan. 2 on and 1 out here in the 6th for Smalley. 2 for 3. 2 RBIs in the ball game, including a single for 2 RBIs back in the 4th. He did that with the infield in. That so far has been a big cushion for this Twins in this ball game. Ryan struggling, 2 on, 1 out. Donahue from the stretch. Ryan from the stretch. Peeks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Smalley. 4-7 and struck him out. So now here's Rob Wilfong. 2 for 3, 2 hits in the ball game, including a double play in the 4th. That got the Twins, that got the Angels out of that 4th inning. Donahue sets in, puts down the target. Ryan from the stretch. Here's the windup and pitch to Wilfong. 2-2 ground ball to third. Steps on, goes across, gets him for the final out. Minnesota strands 2. We go to 7th. It's 5-0 Twins. So Dave Goltz now in his 7th inning of work. He went 251 innings. Don't see him coming out of a possible complete game situation because of that. So it'll be Donahue, Campaneris, and Carew to bat for the Twins. Weininger sets in down the target, puts it down. Goltz with the windup, and Warriors back and the pitch. Ground ball to second. Wilfong throws it to Jackson for out number 1. Here's Campaneris, triple in the second, triple in the third, been a base running blunder, got thrown out on a contact play and single back in the 5th. Weininger sets in the target. Goltz looks in, gets the sign, rears back. Here's the pitch to Campy, and that is base hit number 3 for Campaneris. Runner on first and 1 out, and here is Carew, 0 for 3. Lined out into a fielder's choice and fly down. Weininger sets in, puts down the target. Goltz from the stretch, runner on first. Here's the pitch to Carew. 6-7 ground ball to first. Jackson to 3-E10, tough play, and gets the fielder's choice. Goes a Smalley the long way and eliminates Campaneris from the base pass. 2 outs here in the 7th. Carew takes over at first, and here's Carney Lansford. He's 0 for 3. Weininger puts in the target, taps down. Goltz looks in. Here's the windup and pitch to Lansford. 2-7 base hit. So the Angels with 2 on and 2 outs. Let's look at Goltz's point of weakness. Again, I'm calling this game just as the announcer today. The AI is handling both departments. I do have substitutions put in for the pitching staffs if needed. Goltz can go in the 7th, so this is his fatigue inning. So if he gives up another hit, he will be done. So here's Bobby Gritch, a big-time hit here. Will send Minnesota into their bullpen, and they're not as strong. Marshall's one of the relievers. So now here we go. So runner on first and second. 2 outs in the seventh. Down 5. Key situation. Waniger sets down the sign. Goltz from the stretch. Rares back. Here's the pitch to Gritch. 1-2 fly ball to center. That will do it. Makes the catch. And that's all for the Angels. It's 5-0 Minnesota. We head to the bottom of seventh. And it's Adams, Edwards, and Powell for the Twins. Donahue sets in the target. Ryan going through this seventh inning of work. Reaches back and throws to Glenn Adams. As a ground ball to first, Cruz got it. Takes it to the bag himself. 1 out in the seventh. And here is Dave Edwards. 1 out, seventh. 5-0 Twins. Twins out hitting Minnesota 9-7. Twins have 2 errors to the Angels 1. Donahue sets in the target. Ryan reaches back and throws to Edwards. A big whim, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 7 for Ryan. He's got 5 walks along with giving up the 9 hits. Here's Huskin Powell, 2 outs in the seventh. Donahue sets in, puts down the target. Ryan looks in, reaches back, and pitches the Powell. Struck him out. That's 8. We go to the 8th. It's 5-0 Minnesota. So 5-0 Minnesota. We go to the 8th. Big opportunity here. It's going to be Baylor, followed by Clark and Ford. And yes, the Twins go to the bullpen, and it's going to be Mike Marshall, who we just recently lost this year. Marshall, no record, 3 saves, 3 hits in 5 innings. They're going to look for 6 outs for Marshall here to get the save. Actually, it's a non-save situation. He has 3 hits over 5 innings, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 home run given up. No record. So Marshall comes in trying to slam the door here on the Angels. Waniger sets the target. Marshall, a big right-handed pitcher, favors lefties a little bit over righties. He looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Baylor on a 6-4, popped up behind the plate. Waniger's got it and made a catch for 1 out. 1 out in the 8th. There's Bobby Clark. Let's see if they stay with him. He's 0 for 3, hitting 143. Waniger sets in the target, puts down the target. Puts down the signs. Marshall looks in, gets the sign, reaches back and throws the Clark and ground ball to second. Wilfon's got it, goes at the first. That's 2 outs in the 8th. And now here's Disco Dan Ford, 1 for 3, singled back in the 6th. Waniger sets in the target. Marshall looks in, gets a big wind up and delivery to Ford. And that's a line drive, base hit for Ford, his second. Base hit number 8 for the Angels. And here's Rick Miller. So Miller's up 0 for 3 in the ball game. Waniger looks in, puts down the sign. Marshall from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Miller. And that is going to be a line drive, base hit. That's a double down the line. Ford will stop at third. Miller at second. Angels got 2 on and 2 outs here in the 8th. So now here's Tom Donahue. He's playing because of the Downing injury. So that Angels don't have a lot of help out there. Terry Humphrey would be a possible replacement. They could hit right now if they want to. Not a lot. I mean, Ralph Garr, Larry Harlow, Merv Retman's a 1R, so not a lot of options. Angels, let's see if they go to somebody here. It's 0 for right. Well, Donahue is hitting 385, 13 at bats, a double, 2 ribbies. Let's see if they stay with them. Marshall from the stretch now, second and third, 2 outs. Waniger sits in the target. Marshall reaches back, and here's the pitch to Donahue. Ground ball to second. Wilfon, 2E20. Tough play. Throws it in the dirt. Jackson cannot get it. That will score the run. Miller gets the third. Donahue stops at first, and it's a 5-1 ball game. Wilfon commits the error. That's 3 errors on the Twins, and the Angels have been put back in this game. 5-1 with 2 outs in the 8th. And now here's the guy who is out. He's out of great ball game, but he's cost the Angels a run. He tripled in the third, thrown out on a really bad contact play, single to 5th, single to 7th. Opportunity for Campaneris to redeem himself. Waniger puts down the sign. Marshall from the stretch. Here it is. Here's the pitch, and they bat for him. Wow, what a mistake that is. That's why Gene Mauch is not on this. He does not win championships. He'll go to the veteran Merv Redmond. 409 so far, 22 at-bats, 2 doubles, a triple, 2 RBIs. Wagner puts down the target. Marshall from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Redmond, and that's a walk, and the bases are loaded, and the Angels are actually have the tying runs come to the plate for Rod Carew. So Carew has lined out, hit the fielder's choice, flying out into a force. Carew due today. He's due for the season, only hitting 204. Major opportunity here against Mike Marshall. Waniger sets in the target. Marshall working from the stretch. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Carew. 5-8. Ground ball to short. Smalley's a 2E30. Does he make the play? Yes, he does. And the Angels could not get anything else. They only score a run. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-1 Minnesota. Wow, good ball game now. This now turned out to be last of the 8th. So now it's going to be Castino followed by Lansford and Waniger. Let's look at any changes. Jim Anderson goes into play shortstop. He's a 3E44. Ryan will finish things off for him and pitch an 8-inning complete game, allowing to see if the Angels can get back in this. They're a bing, a boom, and a blast from getting a tie game now. Donahue sets the target. Ryan with the windup. Here's the pitch to Castino. That's a walk. Leadoff walk, not going to help. Ryan's 6th walk of the ball game. Here's Landreau, 2 for 4 and a run scored. So now let's see what the Angels do. Again, they are Ryan's point of weakness too. A base hit will probably, 2 more base hits or walks will probably knock Ryan out. Donahue sets the target. Ryan from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Landreau. 1-8 ground ball to third. Lansford to Gritch gets the only play he has. Fielder's choice gets Landreau to first. 1 out in the 8th. Twins lead by 4. Butch Waniger 0 for 2 with the run scored. And now Donahue sets the target. Waniger has 2 walks. Ryan looks in from the stretch. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Waniger. 3-11 double play ball. 4-6-3. And that gets the Angels out of the 8th. So Nolan Ryan gets a pat on the back. Still not happy with his action, with his results. But the Angels have a rally in their bones. It's 5-1 Twins. We head to the 9th. So it's Carney Lansford followed by Bob Gritch and then Don Baylor in the 9th, with the Twins holding to a 4-0 lead. They've already built Mike Marshall's pitch count up a bit. Let's see if the Angels can take advantage in the 9th. Lansford 1 for 4, single back in the 7th. Waniger sets in the target. Marshall looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Lansford. 1-10, fly to center. Landreau is there, makes the catch. 1 out in the 9th. So here's Bobby Gritch, 2 for 4. Singled the first and singled in the third. So 2 hits. Waniger puts in the target. Mike Marshall with an easy first out. Here's a windup and pitch to Gritch. 5-7, struck him out on the inside corner. 2 outs in the 9th. Last chance for the Twins. Last chance for the Angels. And it's Don Baylor, 0 for 4. So now Mike Marshall looks to finish things off here. Waniger sets in the target. Marshall looks in, gets the sign, pitch to Baylor. 1-8 ground ball to short. Smalley's got it, goes it across the diamond. That's your ball game. So Mike Marshall finishes things up after a rough 8th inning. Does not get credit with a save. Goltz gets the win, goes to 3-0. 7 innings of work, 7 hits, and 6 strikeouts. ERA actually goes to .81. Marshall goes 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. Ryan loses it, goes 8 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 6 walks, 8 strikeouts. That's a typical Ryan game. ERA now at 2.42. Thank you for being here. Doubles by Miller and Powell, triples by Campaneris, RBIs 2 from Smalley. He has 16. 2 for Adams. He has 8. 1 for Powell, his first. Minnesota Twins bested the Angels 5-1 at Metropolitan Stadium. So here we go. Hits of the ball game. 9 for the Twins. 3 different Twins with 2 hits. Landreau, Smalley, and Wilfong, as Smalley and Adams had 2 RBIs apiece. For the Angels, Burt Campanera 3 for 3, while Dan Ford went 2 for 4, and then Bobby Grich went 2 for 5. Again, both teams with 9 hits, Twins with 3 errors, Angels with 1. The Twins 5 runs, 9 hits, and 3 errors, while the Angels 1 run, 9 hits, and 1 error. Final score: Twins go to 6-5, Angels fall to 6-6. Stay tuned for more from the Sport Time Machine tonight, as we will play later on this evening with something from our Strat O Matic grab bag, either on the computer or cards and dice, something possibly from the 1972 season. We're still playing around with some options. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you again. Please watch for more action as we play again tonight. Talk to you later. Have a good one, and see you for more.